Good morning. Good afternoon. Good morning. I did not fix the alert sounds on my end yet. Brooks, 14 months of summer. Thanks so much. Wow, I gotta figure out how to fix. Let's see if I can fix that real quick. Let's see if there is a quick way. There's never a quick way. I shouldn't bother doing this right now. Properties. Yeah, not even a volume on this thing. Hey, how's it going? Uh-oh. Schmevelin, 28 months of subbing. Let's go. So what did y'all do to the pandemic? What am I? No spiked hair, Andrew. I had to put on a hat after the podcast because I did the headphone pullback thing because my hair is pretty long right now. So I did the pullback while I was podcasting. So I did them like this. So when I finished, it was like this. So we went with the hat because this. I mean, really, is this what you want? Like, I'm good with this. This is what you want. This is what you really want. So no, we go with the. We're gonna go with the hat. I'm a company man too, so we got to wear the company hat. I didn't want to deal with the hair. You feeling okay, Brad? I had a great podcast. The rest of the day is not going great, but it's fine. It's fine. This afternoon will be fine. I got a bunch of work to do today. I'm just gonna dig into work today, and then everything else is gonna be fine. By this afternoon, we'll be good to go. So yes, great hair day. Whew. It's rough. Y'all have low standards for my hair. You look like Mike when he wears his FC cap. Yeah, we told y'all the stories about how Mike Madison, by the way, Independence Mike, when we're at pin shows, especially like with this shirt, because Mike wears these plaid shirts a lot. Like if I wore this shirt and me and Mike were near each other, people would like get us confused. Let's reverse that for Brad. Yeah, y'all always reverse it for me. Y'all always put me in a good mood. That's why, like, I could not stream, but you know what? I know I'm gonna have a good time here, even just chilling out. So, yeah, let's do that. The hat does bug me though. I would rather not wear the hat though on stream now because I have the lighting so adjusted. It shadows my head. I could just do like one of the racing hats thing. That would be bad. That would be very like Gomer Pyle-ish. We're not gonna do that. You need to get Brad Dowdy engraved nibs so we can have Brad and Mike. Don't give Brooks any ideas. Like Brooks is in the chat. Why would you do that? Don't give him any ideas. Don't give him any ideas. No, not done. Not done. This is what happens when your friends draw you. This is what happens when your friends draw you. Nobody wants this. Nobody wants this. This is what happens when you let your friends be friends. Does that look like being a friend to me? So there you go. Nobody wants that. Where's the super old cartoon thing? We used to have the printout on the shop in Knock. You framed it. I know. I'm just joking. I love that. I love that poster. That is such a good poster. I love that. Joey did an awesome job for that. Doesn't Brooks do Mafia Geek? Stop giving him ideas. Stop giving him ideas. Yes, he does all the spoke engraving. This hat's bugging me. I'm on brand today though. We had a great podcast today. If any of y'all listened to it live, I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't listen to it live, it is literally posted. Mike always does it. Oh my God, it's Claire. Where have you been, Claire? You haven't been around. So Mike literally just posted the posted the podcast. So yeah, there you go. We had fun episode today. We maybe need secret engravings on the inside of the nib. Now that's something I could get behind. That should be more of a thing, Alan. That should be more of a thing. Well, Brooks, let me show you. Let's see. Not that screen. This screen. Back to your early schedule. Oof. Yeah. So look, I mean, blank canvas right there. You never know what could end up in my sparkly pen. So there you go. I wasn't lying about the Smand. What was that cool phone stand? What's that cool phone stand? I'm so glad you asked, temporarily awry. I am so glad you asked that question. Smand. This is my new pen case that I didn't know, that I thought was just a cool triangle pen case. So right, it's just, I keep all my highlighters in here. This is like my planner stuff so far. And I should put my space washi in there too. But what I found out yesterday when I unboxed it, it had, the front flips out and you can hold stuff on it. Smand. I'm so glad you asked. Temporarily, right? You need to go watch yesterday's VOD. It was kind of funny. Have some pins to store a phone and call it a stand. Smand. Code word Smand at checkout for 0% off. So I ordered 3 more of these yesterday because I thought y'all would go buy them all. So I can give them away. This is at Jet Pens. So I ordered 3 more yesterday. Do this. If you're going to go look at them, go to penaddict.com. Click on the Jet Pens icon to go to the site. That way they know you came from me. Smand giveaway? I know, right? Not today. But I ordered 3 more. So yeah, just so they know, yeah, like I don't get anything for that, but I want them to know. Like yesterday, we sold a bunch of Smands just from this stream. Bold of you to assume I don't click through already. Well, I appreciate that. You're awesome. Yeah, they have purple and pink. They have an all black one. They have an all gray one. So yeah, I ordered another one of these. I ordered a black one. And then I don't know. I ordered 3 more. I didn't want to order all of them, but I ordered them so I could give them away because they're that cool. Welcome to yesterday's stream, temporarily awry. We could talk about this case all day because we're trying to figure out. Like, I mean, I guess Jackie has the best solution. I mean, it's smartphone stand. Smand. Molly, thanks. I try. I'm not at the moment. I'm not feeling cool with this hat situation I got going on, but we don't need that. I almost pulled the trigger. I didn't know it was a Smand when I bought it. I just thought it was a cool looking pen case. Like, look at that. Who wouldn't like a pen case that looked like this, right? Who wouldn't like this? But wait. Smand. It's like, I don't get it. All still in stock? Yeah, I think they thought they'd probably do good. Great cable storage for traveling. What is it not good for? It's great for everything. So yeah, we're always, someone mentioned it yesterday, can't take credit. Yeah. Well, I forgot about it till this morning. So yeah. Smand. Great for everything. Hence more likely smart mobile stand. That makes sense. Smart mobile stand. Yeah, designed with the input of middle and high schoolers. It features a magnetic flap with grippy rubber treads on the inside. Yeah, so it was designed for study at home, right? So they could have their pens and pencils and stuff here. You know, they could have the pencil cases, whatever. They could be watching their class videos. You know, like that, and then they could have their notebook here to do their writing. I mean, this like people have done this type of thing before. I mean, there's plenty of like phone stands, but this was such a surprise, such a pleasant surprise that I really dug into it. And the name is so bad it's good, right? Like the name is so bad it's good. So we're gonna be smanding a lot here going forward. Yeah. In Spain, we would use mobile to refer to a phone. Yeah, totally agree. So sad I waited on the Pokemon Zebra Sarasa pin set I liked about it. It's out of stock now. Did I get any of those? I think I just got the highlighters. Did I get the pins? I'll have to go check in one of my other boxes if I got the pins. I can't remember. I've been ordered a bunch recently. I like how much easier it becomes to stand than other phone holder cases. Yeah, it's like I said, I didn't even know that was a feature when I ordered it. I just thought it looked cool. How is Sarasa picked up by the bot? Momo Crafting, when you go to Daiso, that should be on your list because that could be a possibility. It's possible that they could have them. You got the pins and the highlighters. Super happy. I shipped out the highlighters to our winners here. They went out. What's today? Wednesday? I guess yesterday. Yesterday morning. Yeah. You know, spending literally an hour in the teeny stationery aisle. That's a fact. Sarasa was a bad word in some language. Yeah, but once we should have accepted. Like you would think after all this time streaming that it would have been approved. The mild liners. If you won the mild liners, I shipped them. Are you saying PMU your tracking? I just shipped them yesterday. You'll probably have them this week. Midliners. Can we just officially change the name to midliners? It's so much easier to say. It's so much easier to say. It took me forever to say mild liner right. It's so much harder. I get it. Like that. It's funny how the mild liner became the whole name for that genre of highlighter. That's how good that product was. Shown Design just released its second batch of Ultim pins for orders. People on the waiting list. Are there emails? I should check my email. The LDL section of the word is just kind of yeah. It's like it's a bad. Like I get it. Like it's like Smand. It's like Smand but worse. Smand is way better because we can at least pronounce it. Mild liners just makes you feel funny. Oh, it went out last night. I've checked email since then. I think. Maybe not. I should check my spam too. Updating database. That's cool. It's like making up the word for brand schmand. Meet shared inboxes. Sorry, I'm looking at Spark, and Spark must have updated. I use Spark for email. Invite teammates to an inbox? No. See who's responsible for each email? No. Work better as a team? No. Maybe later. Yes. Oh, check this out. I'll tell this to Mike next week. I forgot today. But I got the full customs experience today. I had to pay DHL like $80-something in customs fees to release a package to me. There's also the friction underlighters at Pokemon Centers. I have the friction one. It's in the other room. I do have the friction one. DHL is the worst for customs. Yeah, I do get my stuff in like 2 days though. So, all right, today we're in talk shows and podcasts. We can just chat. So I'm gonna read y'all an email I just got. This is like in my inbox. Hi, Pen Addict team. Happy Tuesday. I'm Grace. The reason why I reach out to you is because during my research about Nordic color animal, I came across one of your amazing pages and it's to the Kyokuto Nordic Color Animal with Ring notebook review. It was super helpful. 100 emoji. I work with insert name art gallery, and we would like to art gallery some stuff for you. So yeah, Nordic Color Animal. Cool. That's what the Pen Addict's known for. Big Nordic Color Animal vibes. Big SEO for Nordic Color Animal on my page. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, Drillog, this was a Johto. Drillog's coming today too, and I didn't get dinged for that. A Johto was $84. Maybe because like it was an expensive shipment. So that's what I'm guessing. But I think they're both coming today. So tomorrow could be an interesting stream, guys and gals. Georgia's Agenda, 2 months of subbing. Hope your work's going okay, Georgia. I know you've been super busy. A Johto news for us. Yeah, I'm making a Pen Addict a Johto, and they're on the way. They're done. They're on the way. DHL customer support. Aluminum rollerball pen. Yeah, it was the Johtos I had to pay for. It's going to be here today. So yeah, I could have a Johtos and Drillogs for tomorrow's stream. Could be a long stream tomorrow. We get to play. Finally getting a break for some Twitch. Good. Every stream is interesting. You know what? Every stream is fun. I like legit have fun. But this stream, I'm a little spaced out. Like I'm literally looking at my email right now. So we're probably not going to do too much. Probably not going to be too long on stream. We'll give something away. Let me put this away. Oh, I was going to check my spam. I didn't see anything. I was looking for the shown email. It doesn't look like I got it. That's cool. I might know somebody. Maybe. Oh, I also bought a new pen, but I'm not going to tell y'all what that is. Maybe next week. I bought something for me. Sean's email only went to people on the waiting list. Yeah, I was hoping I was on there, but maybe not. We'll see. Finally, something expensive enough to make shipping PA pencils worth it. That is factually correct. The only problem is... Oh, sorry, I'm looking at this posted thing. We'll pull this up in a second. The only problem is... now that's added to the cost, right? Like, these are going to be... Like, I haven't figured out the final price yet because they're going to... I'm a little bit scared, to be honest. They're going to be crazy expensive. You got an orange Decimo on its way from Singapore. Whoa. That's cool. I want to see that when you get it. Get composted. I have no experience with inks going bad, so how can you tell? I bought some Chinese inks a couple of years ago and promptly forgot about them. I opened them yesterday. They smell like sweaty feet. Does a bad smell always mean bad ink, or can it just be a funky type of additive? Like the vanilla smell of KWZ doesn't seem to have any particulates or slime, though. I mean, if you didn't, as stupid as this sounds, if you didn't smell them before and this is the first time smelling them, it just could be how the ink smells. Not all of them are like that strong, though. Yeah, Sailor is one that generally does smell. I mean, I would be willing to test it in like not my favorite pen to see how it performs. If you don't see like particles or mold in there, I would probably test it. Yeah, probably test it. All right, let's look at these Post-its. I want to see these real quick. So this is like a shocking thing. When I first saw the logo, right? This is a very Japanese style logo, wouldn't you say? Like a lot of the how do we do this? Plus or up arrow? How do we make the thing bigger? Y'all tell me how to do that. How do we make the image bigger? Control plus. God, that's loud. Michael De Leon, 21 months of sub. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, control plus. I thought it was my mouse wheel. So I thought originally, I was like, what cool Japanese company is making these? This is a very Japanese style logo, but it's also a smile. Like, this looks like I just ordered 2 Smans. They're good. You're gonna like them. Clarude, 5 months of subbing. Let's go. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm surprised. So number 1, this looks like a Japanese stationery ad or, marketing. Number 2, what took them so long? Like, I feel like they're like pretty slow on the uptake. Granted, they're owned by a conglomerate. It's probably impossible for them. I've got an idea, Alan. And this is all because we have like awesome people here in the podcast, in the stream, that do awesome things like this. I hate to say this. I think I could write postcards. I got a batch of postcards. Does Alan finally get his partially written letter? I still have it somewhere. I kept it. There's Alan's half-written letter. I'm keeping this until I actually try to send Alan something. And I'm not going to write on it anymore. That ship sailed. I got the well-appointed postcards. Yes, Alan. So I was like, that would be a good stream where I could write postcards. I mean, it'd be good for me. It wouldn't be good for y'all. I'd just be sitting there writing. I'm not finishing the letter now. Like, that ship sailed. Alan's just getting the partial letter. During lunch meet with the bits. Georgia's agendas with the bits. Thank y'all so much. I really, really appreciate you. Yeah, the half letter is its own thing now. I think it stays. I don't touch it. Oh, I could send a postcard, but I'd have to put it in an envelope to Alan. Ooh, see how difficult I'm making this already? That's amazing. Oh, I got water today. Thank you, poor Penman. Snail mail productivity sprints. And postcards would be perfect for that, right? I think postcards would be perfect for that. And like Alan says, I just got Anna's postcards for being I guess that was a Patreon thing, being a Patreon posture check. God, that's another one. Just put it on one of the membership envelopes and Kathunk and send it. I know, right? I could totally do that. But I think like the postcards could actually be like a thing that we do. And like we could all do it, and not postcards. You could write your own journal or note, like part of the whole journaling stream idea that I've always had and always wanted to do. But never had like the great schedule to do it. So we'll work on that. I promise we're going to work on that to where we do some like timers and some work type of stuff, even if it's just writing each other letters or postcards. In my case, I think I could do that. I think I could do that. Because let me tell you something. If y'all don't know this, we're a streamer. Like, I'm going to stream. It is part of my job now. Under my job description, I've added streamer because I like this. I like these conversations. I like the fun that we have. I like the escape, right? Like, I'm glad y'all like it too, because really it benefits me just in the ability to get things out of my head and like chill with you guys. Like, I'm very selfish in that way, to where I feel like I'm the only one that gets to talk. Maybe we have other people in here talking too. Like, I'm the only voice you hear. Like, y'all get to talk in the chat, but I was like, sometimes I feel a little guilty. Like, oh, I'm just chatting and doing all the things and all that stuff. I don't. Thank you, Hells. This is cool. Like, um, and I don't mean cool like in like, hey, getting subs, but the community people aspect of this is like the kind of the most important thing. Um, like I was taking a break and getting some lunch in between the podcast and the stream, and like I was like stressed, like stressed and down, and not down, but just like, got a lot of things going on. I was like, you know what? Like, I could skip the stream today, but I wasn't going to because I like doing it. And it helps. Like, streaming helps me to be able to process other things. And if that's a little selfish on my part, guilty as charged. Uh, I yeah, I'm I'm happy that I stuck with this and chose to do this. It's one of my favorite things I do. And yeah, I'm glad y'all like it too. Like, I'm glad we can just come out and chill. Oh god, Miss G's Crafties has a Kleenex box. Oh my gosh, Miss G's Crafties, thank you for the bits. Hells, thank you so much. You're awesome. I really, really appreciate you. And everyone, just for showing up and hanging out. Even if you just lurk in the chat, even if you never comment or anything, if you're just hanging out, that's cool, man. I hope you like being here. I just hope you like chilling out, hearing us talk about silly stuff. And yeah, it's fun. It's cool. So I'm just really, really proud of this community, and just yeah, it's good. It's good. All right. Should I try to talk about something? I don't think I can talk about anything now. I'm just kidding. Hey, look. Welcome to 10 years ago. Post it. How about that? I'm really happy you did as well. Stream has been a hell of a lifeline during stir crazy quarantine time. Yeah, it goes both ways. Head full of ideas. It really does. Like, I mean that. Oh, I mean that. Had to take a back call and got back to Brad crying. What did I miss? What pens are you using today? So I've been using the Milky Way. I've really just been using my journaling stuff today. I did buy a new pen though. I'm not going to show y'all today. I did buy a new pen. There are a lot of changes in our society over the last few years, and one of them is bringing mental health in the open, because that's important as physical health, because they're really the same thing. I agree with that. If streaming helps your mental health, do it even if nobody watches or cares. I agree completely, Patrick, and I'm definitely open with those kinds of things. Alan with another gifted sub. Thank you, Alan. I'm happy the Twitch algorithm showed me the stream. Isn't that funny? During lunch meet, so we've had several. Really proud of the community on my bingo card. I am. I am really proud of that. Of just like being a small part of something that's way bigger. Way bigger. Winterbane DK. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. You're using Mr. Allen's sparkly pen? Yes. So we got the sparkle pen. I guess we can probably take. I think we've done enough for noted here, right? Y'all with me on this? Awesome product. Welcome. Post it, I guess. Glad you could join us, apparently. Does your paper still suck for fountain pens? Question mark. We'll figure that out. We will figure that out later. Yeah, we didn't need... Whoops. Susan, gifting a sub. Thank you so much. That's amazing. I really, really appreciate you. Oh, so what I was talking about during lunch meet mentioned the algorithm. We've had so many people like join us, just finding us randomly on Twitch. And that's one thing that I'm actively working on, even though I haven't been as much in the past couple weeks, is like being an active part of the Twitch stationary community as a whole, because we're small, obviously, in the grand scheme of the Twitch things, but we're an awesome community, and I'm just glad to be part of like the Stationary Brew team with all these awesome members. If y'all listen to the podcast today, you will hear me like discussing kind of how I've changed, how I like do some of the things from what I've learned from watching other Stationary Brew members on their streams. So I didn't say it like that direct, but I was talking on the podcast today just about how much I've learned just from watching everyone else. We are super lucky to be able to do this. Is the increased Twitch viewership contributing an increase to TPA listeners, readers? I don't know, because I never look at those stats. I don't know. I don't know, because I don't ever look at the numbers. I rarely look at the numbers. Like podcast numbers, I never look at. I'll ask Mike like once a year, hey, how's it going? He's like, oh, it's going really good. We've had this, and this. Yeah, I'm bad at capitalism. I don't ever look at the blog numbers unless like some advertiser wants numbers, like just raw numbers, because like Alan's alluding to it a little bit. Like the numbers only mean so much. They can give you a starting point, right? But they don't tell the whole story, and that's just one of those conversations I have with advertisers as well. Like we can talk about these things. Like I'm straight up. I was like, this is what I charge. If you're going into this expecting I'm just picking a number out of thin air. If you're going into this expecting a 10x return from your advertising dollar, we're not on the same page of how we measure things, right? Here's what we can do. We can talk about things. We can get people interested. We can get the name out there. But like the advertising really isn't about like how many page views did I get today. That's why I don't have like constant like ads on like the weekly sponsors on the blog. Most of the weekly sponsors, like they get it. They know they would just want to be part of the community, and talk about what their cool new projects and things like that. So that's why we don't have a lot of like outside advertising on the Pen Addict. It's mostly like in the stationary community, because I don't know, we're a little bit of a different breed. So yes, podcast numbers are voodoo, blog numbers are voodoo. A lot of it's voodoo. But to circle back, I've been doing this a while. In the beginning, numbers were very important. I used to look at them daily. I don't think I've looked at my blog traffic this year. It doesn't matter as like on a day-to-day basis. I just know in general that people are coming and they enjoy what they see. So does that make sense? I think that makes sense. Stream has become a godsend during my workday. I'm a therapist, so it can be super high stress, but popping in and seeing something so super chill is amazing. Thank you, Chrissy Crits. Like that, I really like that, being chill. What about ExpressVPN? What was the question? What am I? Don't talk about that ad. That's the ad I skip. Look up, Brad. What? I use ExpressVPN. Y'all have confused me now. Or I've confused myself. You keep me company as I draw in my studio. I'm an extreme introvert, so this community helps. Oh, I'm such an introvert. Y'all wouldn't think that, but like I gotta have breaks. I usually have to enjoy the streams on YouTube during the time difference here. So glad to be able to join her today, watching your streams and listening to the podcast, something I look forward to every week. Oh, when restarting the podcast. Oh, starting the podcast early, episode 66. Nice. So I'm going to start hearing Manscaped and NordVPN ads. We have ExpressVPN. Manscaped, I doubt. I don't think I could do us. I don't think I could ever use Manscaped. Like, I just don't like the name. My wife was giving me an eye yesterday for getting a new JetPens order. I had to pull up your stream using example of not the only one. Yes, she can email me if she has any questions. Have you shown her? I mean, have you shown her the Smand? I mean, she needs to get with the game. I mean, come on. Come on. Smand. Read up in the chat. Oh, it was about don't like the overdoing of like the NordVPN and Manscaped stuff, right? Like, I mean, we have our long-term sponsors, Squarespace, Harry's. Like, y'all hear them all the time, but it's because we do a good job for them. So, I see what you're saying. I firmly believe that VPN sells snake oil and ways to avoid region blocks, but they call it security. I mean, you're in the know. I don't disagree with that, but I don't know that I have a stronger opinion than that. I use it to circumvent things, and I use it when I'm on vacation or traveling. I feel like it's better than not using it, but maybe not using it's fine too. I used to have the same mentality in my practice, worried about looking at the numbers and realize if I just need to continue to provide good care and patients will come. That's absolutely right. And it's hard to do. Like, it's not simple. You can't go, oh, just ignore it, do a good job, and things will happen. It's like, yeah, okay, but what about today? Like, you know, and that's like kind of the cycle you get into, but it's actually kind of true. If you do just keep doing good work, it's going to work out. I believe that. Don't like the name. That's me and Nutsack. How could you do that? How could you do an ad for Manscaped with straight face? Yeah, I don't get that one. But like, that's a different different area of marketing, if you will, right? Like, this audience, like the podcast audience or the blog audience, isn't like the Manscaped people, right? Like that's not our move. That's not our move. So. People do not understand how they work, and they advertise them falsely in a ton of cases. I get that, Dairy Lunch Meat. Like, I'm not going to argue that point. She just walked in. I was able to show her the Smand. Nice. Smand is on it. You should do an infomercial for the Smand. That would, like, if I was a YouTube content creator, there would totally be like stationary product infomercials. The Smand would be one. I would be like, what was the guy that passed away? The infomercial guy, the famous one, Billy. What's his name? Yeah, that would be the thing. FedEx just delivered from Billy Mays. Billy Mays here, talking to you about the Smand. Yeah, if I was a YouTube creator, we would have stationary infomercials. Like, I wouldn't do product reviews on YouTube. There's people who do that way better than me. Like, I don't know, I'm not in that game, but we could do infomercials. Like, I don't do YouTube because I'm too impatient on editing. This is my editing time. I'm just gonna come hang out with y'all instead of actually like creating a video and editing it. So, but everyone has their own things. That's also why I don't. My boyfriend will walk in and listen for a minute and say to me, "You understand all of this, right?" As if it's a foreign language. It totally is. It totally is. I say that to people all the time. Like, the reason why we can all be friends without even knowing each other is because we speak the same language. It's because you can't say these things out loud in your office or your job or your work or your house even, right? I always say that, you know, you don't walk around going, "Oh, check out my extra fine nib" in like mixed company, right? Like you just have to know your audience, and our audience knows that, and they're like, oh, cool. What ink's in it? What ink is in the pen? So that's what we do. Y'all did a number on me today, chat, which is good because we didn't have any plans. First TPA I listened to, I was so confused. Yeah, we were too. The first one we did, I was pretty confused. So true, my coworkers think I have a problem. That is, yeah. A rewrite of the Lorax, but place Thneed with Smand. The Lorax is my favorite, by the way. That would be good. So I technically have a YouTube channel, but that's just so I can ship these videos over there for people who miss them. I tell my dog about this stuff. She understands totally. Smand with spandex. Nice. Span with Spanx, I think would be better. My coworkers that see me use a fountain pen either say nothing or think I'm quirky. Right? That's true. Like, oh, like, okay. I was like, okay. I mean, you have your things. It's like, this is mine. Ozymandias. Why have I heard of that? I've actually heard of that. We need a Monty Python spam sketch to read about Sman. There's so much content. We could just have a whole Sman channel. And we could do like the Sman video from REM. One of the worst songs and videos ever made. That would be an amazing Sman video. I impulse bought the Swallowtail Retro at work yesterday. I'm so close to getting Smanned. That Swallowtail is really pretty. Eggs, bacon, and Smanned. I generally don't explain how much money I spent on this nice pen and this nice pocket knife and this nice flashlight. Yeah, that's a no-win situation to someone who's not into like adjacent hobbies like watches or some other thing. It doesn't relate. Like, isn't a pen a pen? Is like, aren't all pens the same? Like, we get that in our hobby a lot. Oh, I want to hold your Smand. Yeah, like this is an entire channel. I gave a preppy to my vet because he was knocked out seeing a fountain pen. Preppies are so good. Like, I've been on a real like preppy praise kick recently. And I mean, I always praise the preppy, but I think it's come up more because I've been using the Procyon, I think. Hey guys, speaking of Dallas, it looks like Al is dipping his toes back. Ooh, nice. That's cool. I always enjoy watching the Overwatch League. I can't play Overwatch, but I like watching it. Discussion of costs is all be avoided. Andrew, I don't know if you listened to the live show today, but you were a very hot topic of conversation today as it relates to costs. Openness. Speaking of oddly specific things, I had a question the other day I thought I'd ask here. What's the marking inside the Kaweco Sport? I have a brass and it says B 2003. Another AL just says 2003, and my plastics don't have the marking. And I'll just random luck that the brass and AL have the same number. I wonder if it's a shape thing. Like, are the shapes of the AL and the brass the same? So they're assigned that number, then the brass got the flag for the metal difference. Maybe, I don't know. This is just me making things up. It's probably like a model, like a shape marker from manufacturing, whereas the plastic barrels are different. I don't know, random guess, but yeah, it's probably manufacturing related. As far as like this product is assigned these measurements, and this is how we track it. Hey, Killer Sheep. A coworker once complimented my pen, a Lamy 2K. I got so excited and went on a half-hour diatribe on its history, yada yada. I get complimented less nowadays. So when I had my day job, one time, my boss, might even been my boss's boss, this guy he noticed like the pens. He's like, these are different, right? And I was like, yeah, this is why I use this one. This is what I like. At the time, I was using the Pilot High-Tech C Cavalier and had a 0.4 millimeter blue refill, and I let him try it. And he's like, oh my God, It's like, this is the best. Like, I love this. And I went and bought him one, and like, he loved that pen. And that was it. That's all he needed. Like, he didn't need to know more. Like, he got to figure that out. He figured that out, and he's like, yep, we're done. All right, good talk. We never talked about pens again, but he really liked that one. Your boss asked how much the chaos was. That was a mistake. I still owe you an email, Alan. As you can tell, I've been a little bit crazy. I should be getting back to normal here pretty soon, schedule-wise. I should get a preppy and learn how to eyedropper pens. Ryan, I will tell you this. It is less intimidating than you think. That was one of my hang-ups, too, in the beginning of like the eyedroppering phases. It's less intimidating than you think. Just like fountain pens in general. Like, it's a process. You get there. Once you do it, you'll be like, oh, really? Okay, yeah, I can do this again. So, yeah, you got this. You can do it. Kate, I feel like this hobby is less creepy than some of my coworkers' hobby. I have a coworker across the hall, across my cube, loves talking about his gun collection, and it creeps me out. Yeah. Excuse me. Move to Georgia. I mean, by move to Georgia, I mean don't move to Georgia ever. At least in the middle of Georgia where I live. Oh, you were listening? Okay, cool. Yeah, I enjoyed. I wanted to get Mike's reaction from the nibs, and it kind of went how I thought it would. I don't even know what you just wrote, Evan. I do know Zippy the Pinhead, though. So, Kate, let me tell you something. Do y'all want a Georgia story? Like, this is like a short story of Georgia. And I can tell in the span of like 3 sentences. My daughter had to return some clothes, some towels to a friend that lived across the street. We pulled into their driveway last night because I was going somewhere else and drove her to drop her off the towels, and they're out in the driveway with the shotguns over the arm, you know, the shotguns like broken in half because they're skeet shooters, like competition shooters. So like we pull up in the driveway and there's like a 10-year-old with like the shotgun just on his arm. It's like, cool. Like, hey, it's Tuesday. Welcome. I have the field notes 50th on my birthday shelf from Zoom coworker. Thought it was my 50th birthday. That's actually kind of funny. I was the crazy pen girl in high school that never let anyone borrow my pens. They all looked like me, like I was the bee for not giving them the pen. That happens for sure. I've told people no, like when I was younger. Can I borrow your pen? No. Use this one. Go find one over here. The only pen I've ever eyedroppered, I cracked it and it didn't go well. Oof. Oh, the Montegrappa revolver. I got to play with that. Have you ever gotten to play with that, Alan? That seems like an Alan pen. Not necessarily to own, but like Alan would play with it. I got to play with that at Drum Ghouls. I was never a fan of eyedropping the prepper because the section had double start threads. I see what you're saying. Interesting. Even though it's in my podcast feed, seeing the number here makes me realize how close we are to 500. Yeah, that's crazy, right? We need Jeremiah or CY to send Mike some stack nibs. What I'll probably do is I'll probably get one for myself, even though like I was saying today, like I'm not the perfect user for that type of nib, but because of my handwriting. And that way Mike would feel comfortable about borrowing it. So yeah, it would be good. All right, see you, Hells. Thank you. I don't know if you're still here. I'm still way behind on chat. Check your phone when you get a second. Oh, God. It's on the Smand, Brooks. Do they make undersized? I'm just catching up. Yeah, this was not an undersized one. Oh, this is perfect, Comfiest Cat. I used to have a whole collection of gel pens in middle school. They were a form of currency. That's a fact. That is totally fact. Yeah, so when I went to Drum Ghouls and the Montegrappa owner was there, the CEO, I can't remember his name, Giuseppe. They had the samurai, they had the revolver, and we got to shoot the little bullets went pew, like they don't shoot far, they just kind of go. Alan has enough Montegrappa for life. True. Yeah. So this is actually like Patrick, what you're saying. Like, yeah, there's guns for sport and then guns in an unhealthy way. Yes, two different things. My coworker actually got a complaint because she works the front desk and some member of the public wanted to borrow a retro and that you gave her and she told them no. Facts. That's why you got to carry the loaner pin with you. Always have a backup. Pin addicts, when you go out in public, you have to be prepared. You carry the pin that you want to use and you carry a backup pin to give to someone else when they ask to borrow a pin. Even if like you've been carrying it for a year and no one's asked to borrow a pin, you do it because you don't want their grubby paws on your good pen. See you, Momo Crafting. Brad, I made a mistake. I've got 3 blue inks and 3 fountain pens. Lamy turquoise, blue black, and Benetoit. What would be good for my work bullet journal? I want contrast. Lamy turquoise is the most contrast. Are you saying you want a contrast from the blue ink? Or do you want me to pick one of those blue inks to use? For eyedropping pinner, there are 2 types of silicone grease and one not to use. There is. I can't think of the name. Did I miss a Notco update? No. I'm working on Sapolos right now, and I'm working on printers for notebooks and note cards. I think that's all I've got right now. Medical grade silicone grease, not plumbing grade. Cool. When you change ink colors, do you clean the pen or you just keep writing with it for it to eventually work itself out? Clean the pen, always. Twisby stuff is good for lubing pens, not stopping leaks. Yeah, I've used both. I have used that Twisby stuff, and it has been a problem sometimes. Backup pen, Office Depot brand ballpoint. It's not good. Actually, now that I'm here, where do I get a pen that writes in the rain? Anything that uses a Fisher Space Pen refill will write in the rain. So what you want is the Fisher Space Pen, but specifically you want the refill of this Fisher Space Pen. It's called a pressurized ink refill, and it's a ballpoint ink, and it's oil-based, so it will not wash. It will write in wet. It will write upside down. It legitimately works. I always feel like that My Pen guy in the Kids in the Hall sketch. If y'all haven't seen that, just go search Kids in the Hall My Pen. It's one of the great sketches ever. Is it wrong that I want to get a lavender black uni every time I order from Jet Pens just to stash away? No, I do the same for the exact same color. That's the best Signo color. I am currently out. I gave my last one to my sister, so I need to order I'll order 3 at a time. That's about as many as I get. Because I do worry about them sitting too long. Wow, y'all are on a chat heater today. I can't even catch up. Dr. D, debating buying a Mont Blanc 145 as a gift to yourself. Should I get that or something like the Aurora Optima? Any suggestions, experience? Those are good choices. It's figure out what's the aesthetic and the thing that you want. I like Aurora's nibs and style, but Mont Blancs are awesome too. So, what was the other pressurized refill? So yeah, the Tombro Airpress Uni does one, but their refills are kind of proprietary. They're not like one of their normal refills that you can switch around. But I like the Airpress. The Airpress is the pen that I keep in my car, even though I just gotta switch that out. I had a Space Pen in there. I gotta get another Airpress. My neighbor's sister died, and I was given several full boxes of her pens. After a few weeks, I managed to count 400 fountain and technical pens. My favorites are a Parker Sonnet and a German-made Aero. That's wild. The Kids in the Hall skit about getting all the stuff done on his list is pretty gay too. Looks like I'm not recalling that one. I'll have to look that one up. Yeah, the Write in the Rain notebooks are just pencil and ballpoint and Sharpies. Does Pilot still make the downforce? Yeah, I don't know, but it wasn't good though. Like they came out at the same time as the Air Press, and it just I liked the barrel, but it was just a real bad rider. Real bad rider. And we're caught up with chat. Phew. While I'm caught up with chat, let me do a giveaway. London Pin Show is in 2 weeks. Nice. I'm going to go to the London Pin Show one year. I want to do a London Amsterdam trip because before the pandemic, they were one weekend apart and I could do both. I don't know how schedules are now, like going into the future, but if Amsterdam and London happen to be close one year, I would do both. Like that's on the short list, is to get to pin shows in different countries in the future. That would be a great trip. So thank you, Mafia Geek. The Ever Given is finally leaving the Suez Canal. Did they pay the fine? All right, let's do a giveaway. Thinking. What do we got? I need to refill the icebox one of these days. I'm going to do a weird giveaway today. Since we had the SMAND, they came to a deal. Gotcha. 7 things to do today. Okay, let me click this. I mean, it's... Things to do. That was loud and on. Wow. All right, we'll watch that afterwards. I don't remember that one offhand. I mean, this is not weird in this world. It's weird in, like, the real world. I got this a while back thinking it might be a thing for me. It wasn't. It made it to the icebox. But now I actually want to use it. But I'm going to give it away to you first. And if I decide I want another one, I'll get one for myself. Giomi, 2 months of sub, and thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you. So what this is, I'll just show you. I think a lot of you will know. I mean, there's a picture on the front that shows what it is. Let's see. Let's put it here. Put it next to the SMAND. Let's see. Do y'all know what this is? Oh, it's too much glare on it. I think you can tell. It's a washi tape test notebook. Right? So it's basically like your ink swatch book, but for tapes. And it's got pages and tabs. I don't know how many pages are in here. Looks like about 10 pages. So you keep all of you can track all your stuff in here. I think it's just kind of a fun thing. Like, it's a fun thing to have. Like, before, I was like, oh, I don't think I'll probably use this. But now I'm like, oh, this is kind of rad. I think I could use this. So, yeah, it's like a little folio guy. And it's got, like... Oh, no, that's just how the band goes. So it's got, like, the... like a traveler's band. You know, you can wrap it around there. It's, like, traveler size. So, yeah. It's cool. It's cool. Where's Beth? Has she left yet? No, she hasn't left yet. Yeah, where is she today? Yeah, it's just one of those cool, interesting products that I think is neat. All right, washi swatchy. That is hard to say. Washi swatchy. If you win this, you have to buy more washi. Them's the rules. Factually correct. All right, so let's give this away. And then I got to go ship. I'm going shipping. If you have a spoke order in, it's shipping today, I promise. All right. Dun, 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 dun. And this is one of my favorite stationery brand names, King Jim. If King Jim made the SMAND, it would be over for me. But yeah, King Jim. Does Fontaplumo have a discount code? I don't know. Go to thepencilcaseblog.com. I think he has a Fontaplumo link. Yeah, King Jim. Yeah, go to thepencilcaseblog.com. Dries might have like a 10% off code on his site. He may not. That's the only one I can think of offhand. All right, let's give this away. All right, giveaways open. Exclamation point raffle. Anyone can enter. You don't have to be a follower. You don't have to be a member. You don't have to live in the U.S. I'll send it wherever. Who we've shipped to? I've shipped to Sweden, Poland, the UK, all in the past week. So yeah, Pen Addicts worldwide. I appreciate y'all. So this is what we do. Pen Addicts worldwide. All right, let's see here. Tomorrow on this here stream, you probably want to be here. Even if you can't be here, just start the stream and walk away and go back to work or something. Jamasaurus Rex. What is this ink drop business accumulating on the chat? It's called channel points, and you use them to like do games and stuff and bets and like just fun interactive stuff in the chat, and I really haven't dialed it in for like something totally good. Like you can spend 500 drops to, tell me to remember to drink, remember to hydrate or to check my posture or things like that. But what we really want to do is have it to where, okay, if you spend like 10,000 points, like I write your name and stick it on the ink blog, on the Icebox of Happiness. Yeah, and so I haven't really ramped it up minor than like highlighting your messages or changing emotes. But I can do more with it. Like I could do like expensive ones, like for, like I was saying, writing your name and doing something with it. So, we'll work on that. It's one of those things on the permanent list of things for me to work on. So it's just a fun chat thing. It is, so I can set the timer so y'all can't spam the hydrate thing, but I don't know what it's set to. I want to say it's like once every 20 minutes or something like that. Yeah, eyedropper a random pen. Yeah. So when you set them up, you can limit to how often. You can do fun sound clips. Yeah, like I got to set that stuff up. So I'm always fun to going like 50K to one that gets you absolutely nothing. Yeah. Oh, another thing that people do is they take a collection of them. So let's say I have a channel goal of 1 million points, and then like, I know Brad writes a letter, right? And then everyone donates their points into the pool. And then as the community hits the goal, then I perform, like say over 30 days, then I perform the task or whatever it is, shave your beard, like, which we're not going to do that, but Scioli-san, the only thing I have brewing right now is the Sapelo pen case, which is a small notebook case. So if it's not that, then you're good, at least for a little while. 1 billion points and Brad will finish my letter. Yeah, so you can do community-based things. I think that'll be cool. I just got to figure out what those ideas are. Maybe we spend a stream and brainstorm a bunch of this stuff. How is the search for a new printer? Someone has my specs currently, and I'm waiting on a reply, Alan. Bragg eats a bag of corn nuts. I need to ask my wife if she's ever heard of corn nuts. UBI Works, can someone, Goulet 101 is what you want to search. UBI Works, and there is a link on how to properly clean a fountain pen. Goulet, oh, there it is, like Firestarter. Goulet 101, fountain pen 101. Namiki winner, Vlad. Not a Namiki, but it's a washi. I feel like you could be a washi user, Namiki winner, Vlad. I feel like this could be your thing. You're gonna have to send me a picture of all of your washi into your new washi folio. That's a lot of misspelled writing samples. That is correct. Nice. All right, you got to email me. Does your Namiki have the satin thing on the inside of the cap? Apparently it does. This is something we discovered the last time I had it. I didn't know that was a thing until Namiki owner Alan was saying, oh yeah, that's in there. And sure enough, it is. Like, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera. Let's see if I can find it. But there's a... It's not the ridge all the way down, but it's like here. It's closer to the edge. But apparently it does. It is postable, yes. I still don't post it, though. That's not my move. So you can see the different color until it gets to the threads. So that's the best shot I can get of it. So it's like a ring. So yeah, I still don't post it though. You can. I don't. Tiny Badge, good to see you. 14 months to 7. Thank you so much. The Yukari is a good size for me. Posted the Royale and upper too big. Yeah, totally. Woot! Hope you're doing well, Tiny Badge. You caught me right at the end. We're about to wrap it up here. Let's see if we can find someone to raid today. We always gotta make someone's day. Let's see. I'm open to suggestions, so y'all hit me up. What email address? hello@penaddict.com. Resin bookmarks. Oh, Calix, I won. Did y'all? I don't think I said this already. I won one of Calix's giveaways for donation. That day we rated her, and she was doing the Trevor product donos. I won one of her pens. So I'm looking for that PIN pens. All right. Little Issei. There we go. Whoops. There we go. Perfect.
Let me check.
Whoops. Let me put that on mute. What happened here? I clicked the wrong button. No, come back. That was the best raid. All right. We're going to go over.
Bullet journal.
Little Issei is working on their bullet journal. Let's do that. So, y'all be good. Be nice. Go say hi. Chill out. And y'all have a great rest of the day. I'm going to go work. I got to go do more icky work right now. Although, I think I'm going to make Tyler work with me today. All right. So y'all go say hey to Little Issei. Enjoy their bullet journal. Y'all have a great day. Watch the skit first. I will watch the skit as soon as we raid, and I'll head over there. All right. See y'all.
Schlachtplan. And I made my thingies and added habit trackers and to-dos. Oh my god. Are you serious? Addict, thank you so much for the raid. Jesus. Oh my god. Hello, raiders. What the what the actual what thank you for the following, guys. Oh my god, I can't read so fast. Howdy. Hello guys, I appreciate you. How are you? Oh my god. Stop. Hi. Welcome to the stream. I I hope you like it here. Oh my god, my Streamlabs thingy is not doing good. Oh my god, Addict, thank you for the follow. Ellen Chaos Shutco, thank you for the follow. Pretty Crits, thank you for the follow.